Hello and welcome, friends. I hope everybody's having a great day so far. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're back, welcome back. I greatly appreciate all of the ongoing support. This is my channel, Dragon's Jewel Creative Gems, and I'm Tegan. And of course, I'm going to get all that wonderful YouTubey stuff out of the way first. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please consider doing so. It's just down below there. If you like the content that you see, don't forget to hit that like button as well. And of course, any love, comments, suggestions, all that good stuff can be done so in the comments section, which is also down below there. Yeah, so today I am doing a good old WIP Chat. And I am working on my DP Big Butts canvas, and as you can see, I'm apparently on the butt portion today. I've got two small sections left, here and here, and then I'll be finished this canvas, so I'll hopefully get this done maybe today, tomorrow for sure. And I'll just catch up on my last, I guess it's been 3 weeks since the beginning of January, basically, since I've managed to get one of these WIP Chats out and happening. Things have been busy, that's for sure. And yeah, so let's see where to start. I guess last I had kind of gotten through most of my Christmas stuff. That was a very long video, and of course I could have went on and talked about more, so I saved a little bit of that for here. It's all of that. After that, Christmas happened. My aunt and uncle came back for a visit, which was right around my uncle's and my cousin's birthday, actually. So we did another birthday dinner, and surprise, guess where we went? Home fire. My uncle had enjoyed it so much that he decided that's where he would like to have gone back, so we celebrated both him and my cousin's birthday there. Had another dinner there, of course. Pretty sure they're gonna know us by name soon at this rate if they don't recognize us already. My little man, of course, came, and towards the end was getting a little bit antsy sitting. We were almost done anyways. We were just finishing up kind of our desserts and chit-chatting a little bit, and he decided he wanted to crawl under the table and then go see his nanny on the opposite side of the table. So we did that, and of course while he was on that side he got a little bit more adventurous and decided that he was going to start going up and saying hi to other people at other tables. Which is fine, he's a very friendly little guy, and we were able to kind of deter him away from one table that he went over to say hi to. But a few minutes later, I thought because we were on the other side of the table that people were keeping a good eye on him, and they were busy chatting, got into a conversation, and didn't realize that he had kind of slipped away. I'm assuming they probably thought he went to the other side of the table because there were, I think, like 8 or 9 of us there. But no, he decided to venture to the table across from us and climb up into some lady's lap. Yup, some lady's lap. Some random person that we didn't even know. Thankfully, she was very good-natured, thought he was cute, and kind of laughed. But the rest of us were like, oh my god, Riley, what are you doing? And of course, went over and got him. Yeah, that's when we decided that was our cue to leave the restaurant, because he was obviously getting just a little too comfortable hanging out there. We were almost done anyways, so why not move on? So that was a lovely little visit. My uncle, of course, then had to go back for work to BC, so he did that. My aunt stayed around because they were still waiting for their furniture to come. So she stuck around, hung out for a bit, longer. She just went back yesterday from her visit. Yeah, so that was nice to see her from her west to east, or her east to west coast move, I should say. And let's see, what else? Yeah, then, well, before she went back, as you saw, I ended up going on a Girls' Week trip. That was with my mom, both my aunts, two of my mom's friends that she does regular hiking with on the weekends, and one of their daughters. We ended up staying in a log cabin at Nipika Mountain Resort, which is in the Kootenay area of BC. Basically, it's down in kind of like a valley surrounded by mountains, the Rocky Mountains, and absolutely gorgeous. It's an eco resort, so it was solar powered, all that kind of fun, interesting stuff. They had very limited Wi-Fi that was mainly at their day lodge where their store was, or up by their main check-in office. And what they did have was super slow. So pretty much, also there was no cell service, so we were pretty much unplugged the entire time that we were there. Which was, honestly, as much as I missed the internet, was also very nice. I don't mind unplugging every now and then and just enjoying where I am and being in the moment and stuff. But also, it's a very active resort. You can just go right outside your cabin, click into your cross-country skis, and the trails are right there. You could have rented fat bikes, and they had some fat bike trails that you could go on. So very outdoorsy stuff. It snowed for the first 2 days that we were there, so that was perfect, as my one aunt, my mom, and her two friends and friend's daughter are very active, and so they went out cross-country skiing almost daily at some portion of the day. They did evening walks as well. We played some board games in the evenings at the cabin. And then the one day we went into Radium and did the Radium Hot Springs, which was absolutely gorgeous. And then drove back. Had a gorgeous day of sunshine while we were there. It was about a 5.5 hour drive from where I am to get there, so a bit of a travel, but Monday was mostly a travel day, and same thing with the Friday that we came back was mostly a travel day. But it was a lovely little getaway. I enjoyed being in the mountains and having kind of a break. I did a lot of reading and worked a little bit on diamond painting while I was there as well, when the ladies were out doing their activity stuff. So it was a nice little kind of relaxing break, muchly needed. I did get some pictures. I will hopefully maybe try to get them in at the end of this video for you. So stay tuned for that. That's probably the best place. I mean, I guess I could slide them in now, but then you'd have to look up from whatever you're working on. So yeah, I'll just slide them in at the end. I'll give you a warning that I'm done yabbering and you can take a peek at some of the pictures I took. I didn't get as many as I had hoped, but that's okay. I did what I did get. I am quite happy with. I captured some gorgeous photos. Let's see. So that was our trip to BC. And then I came home and it was kind of getting back into the groove of things. When they say you need a vacation from your vacation, that is so true. For the weekend that I was back, and even on the Monday still, I was kind of out of it, just tired and non-functioning. So yeah, it kind of took me a while to get a little bit back into the groove of things. Thankfully, my hubby was still home for that week that I returned. Or not home for the week, but was there for the weekend, of course. He went back to work after that. On the Monday that our son went to school, so I kind of had to get back into the school routine of things. Which is fine, it happens. I deal with it, basically. Yeah, and then this week we've had our specialized services for our son. So he had his behavioral guy come and work. He did a little bit of working on the waiting piece that we've been working on with him, and some of his speech using his ACC tablet as well. And then later that same evening, his OT came with our new supervisor for the team. She wanted to kind of get to know the families, meet us, get a quick little kind of update on things as well, without kind of going through the files. So we met her. She observed Riley. Well, the OT did her thing, which was kind of getting updated on where he's at with his feeds and toileting and all that good stuff. So we kind of had our conversation based around that. Didn't really work on anything per se, but we had some. My husband came home partway through that session and had brought home some beef jerky, which is something that we are giving to our son to promote his, he bites, but it's kind of to continue to bite and promote that chew side of things. So while they were still here, we gave him a piece of that, and they were able to kind of observe and see where he was at with things physically anyways. Had a little bit of a discussion, what to work on next, all that fancy fun stuff. And then, yeah. And then we had a little bit of a break from that, and then, was that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday we had his speech person come, and she worked with him on his ACC tablet and kind of got caught up with his progress with that. We had tried 2 different ACC programs. I've kind of made a decision on the one that we have observed as being kind of the one for our son where he's most comfortable with, which is easier for us to kind of use as well. What the school has preferred using, so we were able to kind of all update on that and make a decision for our 3rd month of which program we're really going to stick with going forward. And yeah, so that was that appointment. That all, of course, went well. He did really well. He actually started navigating. We were able to give him clear instructions on where to kind of find certain words that we've been working on with him. So he ended up showing us that he could navigate himself and use it in a consistent and meaningful way, meaning he basically wanted what he was requesting and was able to request it himself with next to no guidance after a couple of tries. So that was awesome. He picks these programs up so quickly, so easily. He's probably going to be a pro at it before we ever will be. So yeah, that's good to see. So that was that appointment yesterday. Yeah, and then I guess the next thing is today I had to book an appointment for our Jack Russell Trigger. You've probably heard me mention him. He's 20 years old now. He's the old man. I'm not joking when I say that. I've had to book him another appointment. I'm not sure how this one's gonna go. He had a kind of a sinus infection. It doesn't seem to have... I don't think it has gone away. Hard to say. He's still got the bump between his eyes and nose kind of area. They said it could be a cancer, or he might just need a second dose of antibiotics. So obviously I want to take him in, see where that's at. He is going deaf. He's pretty much blind already. He ended up taking a spill a couple days ago down our basement stairs. I guess when my hubby woke up, there was blood on some towels at the bottom of the stairs, and he found Trigger in our laundry room, I guess just shaking. He had somehow bumped his nose or something, so it was his nose that had been bleeding all over the place. It did look like a bloodbath, to be honest. And then we've kind of been observing him since, making sure that door is closed anytime my husband goes down and comes back up, or I go down and come back up for laundry, whatever. So we're being a bit more careful about that. But on top of things, he's running into the walls because he can't see. Pretty sure he's got a form of doggy dementia happening, because he'll just stand in the hallway like he's completely lost and doesn't know where he's going. He's changed up from sleeping on his dog bed or sleeping in our bedroom to sleeping on the kitchen floor near his food and water dishes. Yeah, so he's just, he's old. We're not sure how much longer he's gonna last. So we kind of want to talk to the vet, because he seems like he's in a little bit of pain, so we don't know if that's from the fall from the stairs or if he's now got some arthritis stuff happening. So we want to talk about his pain, quality of life, if he needs an antibiotic or pain med or anything, or if it's time to make that hard decision that it's time for him to go and rest. Obviously he's had a very long, happy, healthy life from when we first found him, and we're pretty sure that he was abandoned and abused and all that good stuff. He was with us before we even got married. So yeah, he's been with us for quite a while. So yeah, we have that appointment booked, so we'll see how that goes. Obviously never really ready to make that decision or anything, but we just need to, I guess, find out, because he's like, he is going downhill, but he's not going downhill in a way where he's ill and sick necessarily, that you can clearly make the decision that he's suffering. So at what point do you give him a dignified rite of passage. We have a lot of accidents happening in the house. He doesn't really go outside very much anymore unless we pick him up and put him outside, and even then he doesn't go far. He usually just goes right on the steps and then comes right back in. So he's already kind of showing some signs that maybe it's time, or getting close to the time, so we just kind of want to figure that out. And then the obvious of if he passes in his sleep at home, what do we do? That kind of thing. So yeah, some hard decisions there, for sure. That'll be tomorrow's appointment, though. So we'll see where we're at and go from there. That's kind of all I can really say about that. Make the best decision that we can for him. I know our other dog, Janelle, will for sure miss him when we have to make that decision. So we'll of course want to be there for her too. They're pretty good buds. And they like to cuddle together and things like that. And she always has to go outside when he goes outside to make sure he's okay. And she gets excited if she ever comes back in before him, and then he comes in after taking a while. She pretty much like pounces at him because she's excited he's back in the house. Yeah, so definitely that'll be a bit of a transition. Hopefully we don't have to make that decision yet, but we'll make it the best that we can. And what's best for, obviously, Trigger and not ourselves. Because you can always hang on. And you could hang on forever. Right? And then they suffer. And we definitely don't want that. Yeah. So aside from that, the other fun, exciting stuff that's been going on that I didn't get the chance to mention was, for Christmas, my husband surprised me with a trip to Vegas. He booked the flight and the hotel and all that, so we're staying at the Flamingo, which is kind of middle-ish of the strip. Super looking forward to that. That's going to be the week of February 5th. So yeah, I'll be away again coming up here. Another trip, although this one is for just me and the hubby. The little man will be with my parents, and the dogs will be with my parents as well. So that'll be a nice little getaway for us, I think. Looking forward to that. Also, part of that gift was also some US funds for me to spend on whatever while we're there. And he booked us an Oilers game against, obviously, the Knights, who is the Vegas team. So one of the Knights were there, they're playing, so we get to see our first away game. And that should be really good. The Oilers have been playing really well. So hopefully they've still got the stamina to keep that up, and it'll be a good fight. And we'll see who ends up winning the Vegas game. I know Vegas is a very good team as well, so I'm hoping for some good battling it out on the ice. Also, while we're there, we've done it once before. We did it for our anniversary last time we were in Vegas, which was a good couple of years ago now. But at the Excalibur Hotel, they do a dinner show with jousting and the knights, and based off what section you sit in, you cheer for that team. So we've decided, we had lots of fun doing that last time, so we've decided to, of course, do that again. So we're going to enjoy that show while we're there, which is always a blast. You get served a dinner that you eat with your hands, because it's a medieval style dinner as well. And then we're talking about possibly seeing one other show while we're there, but we're not sure what yet. We kind of talked maybe Circus du Soleil, or we might leave it open to see what other shows are kind of happening. So we'll probably book that last minute if we decide to do that. We're not really heavy gamblers, so we won't be spending a ton of time in the casinos. We might do a little bit here and there, but nothing crazy. Yeah, and I think right now that's kind of all that's really planned. We'll probably poke around, do a little bit of shopping, walking the strip like we did last time. That was always fun, catching the fountains at the Bellagio and all that kind of fun stuff too. Yeah, so it'll just be nice to unwind, kid-free together in Vegas. Yeah. So that's about it. That catches us up to what's here and now happening. Other than that, as for channel, I have a ton of Diamond Art Club unboxings that I've got to film and start kind of shuffling out into the queue. I shopped the Black Friday sale, I got the mystery box, I got a couple of other canvases that just kind of jumped out and said had to have me, certain ones restocked that were must-haves. So yeah, I have a ton of Diamond Art Club that I need to get filmed and shuffled out into the queue. I also have a couple of other companies as well, a few more fan cells which are low budget, another La Essentials, two more actually, La Essential de Peas that I ordered as well that I wanted. So I have those ones to unbox. And oh yes, I have a crafty haul that I've filmed. I just have to edit, of course, and get out to the queue at some point. I've also, when I was away, I finished a diamond painting, just a small little special drills one, so I've got to do a post-review video on that, and of course edit, shuffle, get it out into the queue, all that wonderful stuff. So definitely lots of content coming. As some of you may have saw, I ended up doing a monthly subscription box to Witch Casket as well, and had that posted there. I think that was on Monday. So that's going to be a regular kind of occurrence on the channel when I get the boxes. They're only a once a month thing. I fully understand the contents aren't everybody's cup of tea, so I'm perfectly okay if it's not. Don't feel like you need to watch them, but if you are interested in what gets received, I would love it if you do. I really loved the items in January's box. I'm looking forward to the February box. So yeah, that'll be kind of a regular addition to the channel as well. And naturally, if there's anything that you want to see for any holidays, any ideas for videos that I haven't done yet that you would be interested in, just let me know. You can do that down in the comments section below, or email me personally. All that information, of course, is in the description. I have all kind of my affiliate links and stuff there as well. If you shop anywhere, feel free to use those. Greatly appreciated, as that will give a small commission that I'll put back into the channel in some way, whether it's a crafty haul, a small shop spotlight, buying a canvas to unbox, all that good stuff. I think that is really about it for now. Not really much else I can add. Keep on going, of course, bringing out what I can think of. Obviously, with Vegas coming up, I will do my best to make sure I get some videos into the queue for that week so that you still have some sort of content to watch. I have a feeling, however, the next WIP Chat is going to be during that week again. So I may have to shuffle that over a week again, like I did this time. It just seems to be the timing of things this year at the beginning so far. But we'll get there. We'll get back on track. We will. Same thing with my ghostly echoes. I've got to do a bunch more filming of both working on the canvas and telling of the stories. So that's why you didn't see one that would normally be today, because I'm filming this on a Thursday. Yeah, I'll try to hopefully get one out for next week. Doing my best. Trying to get that back on track a bit. Well, so we'll see. So, but what I may have to do with those is I may have to do those every second week. Now that Halloween's kind of past, just for the purposes of trying to film everything, trying to get other stuff out, all that good stuff. We'll see. I'll try to fit them in where I can. But if this kind of every second week thing becomes a little bit regular in that sense, then you know why. If it does, maybe I'll try to alternate it on the Fridays. That's another thing I could do. I could alternate the Fridays so that one week you have a WIP Chat and then the next week you have the ghost stories. That might work. Let me know your thoughts down below, of course. Yeah, I think that's about it for this WIP Chat. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it wasn't a super long one this time. Yeah, hopefully have more to catch you up on next WIP Chat. And of course, I'll see you in the next video with something new. Bye.